Hi, I'm Brandi Vezina. I'm a singer, songwriter, and author, and I'm going to talk to you today about why I've gone vegan. Alright, so I'm going to talk to you today about going vegan. I've been a vegetarian on and off since I was 8 years old. I seen a really terrible show on public access television when I was a child, and it very much kind of changed my consciousness as a young girl. So I've tried to go vegan in the past, and I've gone vegan. However, in this last little while, it's something that I wanted to do for a long time, but I have been able to. So number one, I feel more spiritually free. There was a point in time when I would walk into a supermarket and I would feel super stressed out, and I'd feel a major sense of guilt, knowing at that time when I was a vegetarian that if I was buying, say, butter, or I was buying dairy, or I was buying eggs, I knew I was contributing to the suffering, the needless suffering of other living beings. So by choosing to go vegan this time, I don't feel that sense of guilt. Now, I make sure and check the labels as well to make sure that I'm not buying products that have palm oil in them, and that I'm making sure to buy things that I know I'm doing my part as a consumer. I have another video about cruelty-free, why and how to buy cruelty-free products, but I truly feel spiritually free, not feeling that sense of guilt, knowing that I am, as a consumer, not purchasing products that are adding to the demise of not only the planet, also to living beings that are enduring a terrible part of suffering. Number two, I love animals, I don't eat animals. So when I say truly and seriously that I love my cats, I love my rescue dog, I love my rescue horses, I'm a rescue turtle, I mean, I genuinely love animals. Now, I might offend some people when I say I love animals, I don't eat them, because to me there's no delineation. Either, like I love my cats, but I also love farm animals as well, that I cannot eat them. I know there's always we as humans have always eaten meat, we're omnivores, our digestive system is meant to eat meat. For myself, I don't need to. There's plenty of ways to get protein from plants that are organic and also not raised with pesticides, that I can get nutritionally what I need, and I haven't yet needed to take a B12 shot or up my iron, because I am getting enough of these nutrients in the foods that I'm eating. So I truly love animals, therefore I don't wear them, I don't eat them, I don't use products, I don't eat gelatin, I don't eat things that have them in them, because I truly care about them. Number three, the dairy industry. Now, this past winter, I met a calf. His name is Franklin. He is at my friend's animal sanctuary. I met him and he was a sickly little baby. He was 2 weeks old. He never met his mom. And when I met Franklin, that was it for me. Meeting him showed me that there was something really sinister about the dairy industry. Now, there is hope that I think in Europe, they have basically utilized and used their forests, and they're kind of in a place where they have to get pretty creative because they have less space than here in North America. But they're already starting to make changes to the way that they raise animals and the way that they also slaughter them as well, right? So meeting Franklin truly and seriously made it very tangible for me that this was a baby boy calf, because he's a fallout of the dairy industry. Because he's a boy, he either would be shot in the head or made into veal, and people eat babies, sickly babies. And meeting him just showed me that I can't do it. I refuse to take part in that industry, and whether or not I'm eating cheese or dairy, people might not think, okay, I'm eating this dairy, but I'm contributing to calves being treated this way. I refuse. I know better, so I'm going to do better. So truly and seriously, please don't eat veal. I refuse to date anybody who eats veal. If people eat baby animals, I won't eat out with them. I won't dine with them. But yeah, so certainly dairy, there are some vicious, dirty secrets behind them, and I suggest you look it up and you research that information yourself. And number four, I've chose to do away with even free range. So I did an environmental science degree, and I was under the understanding that free range was a much better choice, which it is, don't get me wrong. However, I met some chickens also this past winter that came from a certain farm where I thought that, you know, there were certain practices that were better, but in many ways the legislation, there's a lot of trickery there, especially when it comes to legislation and what people think is more acceptable. Now, truly and seriously, chickens need to be able to walk, they need to be able to spread their wings, but most chickens are babies when they're slaughtered, and they're kept in little tiny battery cages where they're never able to open their actual wings, and oftentimes they're debeaked, meaning they start to go insane from the conditions that they're living under, and they get sickly and they have to take antibiotics, but their beaks will be cut off because they're going nuts. If you could see how these animals live, you would be shocked. Paul McCartney said, paraphrasing him, essentially, if we seen what it looked like in a slaughterhouse, most of us would not be contributing to that sort of system. So I'm choosing to be vegan because I love animals. I love this planet, from the runoff, from the tailings, from all the different ways in which animals are raised, and then what happens to their waste. It's destroying not only our waterways and our watersheds, but it's affecting our earth as a whole, deforesting various parts of the world where people are vulnerable, pushed off the land, deforested, and then we're raising livestock shipped to North America. It's gross. And I know in the future, humans are going to look back and be absolutely horrified by the things we allowed and we didn't say. So for all of you who are out there and you are standing up and you are making choices as consumers, or you're part of organizations that are showing people the truth of what is going on in these industries, miigwech, I thank you. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope I didn't press too many nerves with some of you, but if I did, I was meant to. I'm super excited. My brand new single will be coming out soon. I'm not going to tell you the title. It's top secret at this point, but please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Miigwech.